really. Well, today, well, I have some loot that I need to clear here, but we did manage to get a blighted ravage map recent. So we're gonna do that. We're also going to do. Let me see it. We're gonna do Elder, Shaper, and probably we'll buy one of these fragments depending on which one of these, and we'll do an Uber Elder. And then we're also going to do a regular Aziri, most because I don't have the fragments for this. And we're gonna do a Maven. Okay, and hopefully we can demonstrate how we do it, and hopefully also that we succeed, right? Because last time we failed a Ravaged Blight map. So, few things. Let me just quickly sell this stuff. Like for flasks and all this, you might have noticed I'm picking up. It's because they dropped 20 quality for me, which is actually pretty cool. Remove a curse on use. That could be some. Because you never know what you're gonna get. I sold a life flask with corrupted blood, 25C. It was just there. Funny. Including it could be something useful for me, which is very nice. This is a one life res. It's not great. Play this late in the league. Alright, so we're gonna put all this away. Where to go? So we definitely are not close to another Cyrus, but we did Cyrus last time and stuff like that. We're also gonna try to do the Maven challenge, just to demonstrate it. I actually managed to do it on my first try, so maybe it's kind of easy to possibly show it. We'll see. I wanted to do some of these challenges, but it's not really challenges. This is you have to just do the map with those modifiers. The fear simultaneously, I don't think I'm ready for that. Most because it's once they all spawn, you need good damage, and if you're unlucky with heals, I then would need to edit my build to make sure it has like frost bomb and stuff. Other than that, there's really not much in the challenges. I mean, Wave 30 Simulacrum, I don't think this build can do it. This is a really, really high thing, kind of very exclusive. Same thing with the domain. So this, you could just open, right? You don't actually have to do it. It's a lot of money, but yeah, you just have to open it. So that'll be one of the things that you might want to actually save money up for. This is going to take forever. Master the Crucible, 52 to 63, that's a lot of levels. Everything else here is just random stuff that we get pretty quickly. The Beyond Vault is actually a strategy for it to like guarantee it, but for the most part, it's not too bad, I would say, to try to go like if you're going for it. Right. So we're gonna start off with the Ravage map. So we're actually gonna put these right here. We actually got the craft for our Ezabite dagger. We also managed to get elemental weakness on hit, which is supposedly really good for that. And we crafted this belt. Not particularly great because the 3 prefixes are full, but it does have T1 life and T1 increased life, which is huge. Plus we got an increased life, max life jewel in it. It also has the phasing, which just give me 1 second. Which actually works for our build. Now, granted, this is normally not going to work, right, against bosses and stuff. But because we're poison, we actually will proc some kills and get phasing. And yeah, we have phasing from multiple sources, right? We have Withering Step phasing, we have the Flask phasing, but this is just another thing that will help us phase. It's not necessarily a needed stat, but it's just a good stat. We also do need to find a unique flask. Something Rebirth, it really would up our damage, but it's okay for now. We don't need it. Just give me 1 moment. There we go. Alright, so let us begin. Alright, so we're going to start off with the Blighted map. Okay, so as before, we do 3 of this. Very important. Oh, nope, wrong one. Right, and more damage. Very nice, but probably not as necessary as this one. We'll do 1. Or here, let's do 2 because I want to put in that. There you go. 1 O+, and I literally had 1. I don't want to use my gold. I don't want to use my silver. Black is right. Yeah, it was useless. So we'll just put 1 O+. Right, now this is just going to increase the damage, so that way you don't have to do anything. Now we're going to roll it. So for that, we're looking for decent mods, nothing like minus Frez, avoid monster life if possible, definitely no movement speed, definitely cannot be stunned. No, cannot be stunned. As you can see, this is, it's okay, but the 43% more life is not great. Definitely not great. This is for all monsters too, so this is actually not a great mod. They're gonna roll it. Crit chance, don't like it, not including physical reduction, not gonna hurt. It's gonna actually hurt us a lot. Enfeeble, monster damage. Well, we can actually do this one. Risk mechanics, because we're not expecting to get hurt, but obviously we could easily die, right? If you really want to, you don't have to roll it that high. Look for something very simple, but you know, these maps aren't particularly expensive. I think they're like 20 C now or something like that. Something pretty cheap. Like, it's not cheap, but affordable considering that they're Ravage maps. I don't. Let's see what the layout here looks like. I guess it's okay, right? I mean, we got this wall here, and we got lane 1 here. We'll probably get a few things over here, which is a little bit of a problem, right? But for the most part, literally half of the map is okay. Alright, so let us do it. Open it. Ooh, nice. This time we do not have any ground bosses. We do have 2 ground things here, but I am happy we do not have it. Oh no, we do have a ground boss. Okay, but that's near the end. Hopefully we're okay with that. So we're gonna put 1 over here, 1 over here. Go. Remember, you're not upgrading it all the way. Wow, I can actually probably reach. Yes, I can. And here we are probably going to do, I guess, fire, right? Because that is definitely. So we'll put fire, put meteor. We're gonna do lightning towers, mostly because I don't see a single thing with lightning tower beauty. But a fireball by the thing, not bad. Okay. Nice. Okay, so this was a good thing right here we did. We're also going to put some lightning in here. Go. And then we're also going to do some ice right here. There we go. Okay, so there it branched over here. So we're gonna do this. Gonna hit that over there. Hit the ice. There we go. And we're gonna hit the lightning right here, right at the choke. Boom. Nice, so we're basically just waiting for the stuff to die by itself for the most part. We're basically just waiting for it to kind of lean over there, to be honest. But we could put down a little bit more fire over here now. There we go. Okay. Still okay. We're gonna put another lightning tower over here. There we go. Hey, that's not great that there is a shield. We gotta kill that guy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's another one over here. So we're gonna put more over here, so let's do it. This will be lightning. And this will be, I guess, lightning as well, because that guy. Ice. Lightning. Go. And lightning, lightning, lightning. Nice. Okay, we're gonna do a fire over here. Perfect. Okay, and it looks like there are new routes over here. Oop. Go, so it's branching here, so we're gonna do that over here. That here. Oh. Then we're gonna do lightning here. Okay, we're gonna increase this. Lightning tower. Okay, and here it is. Now it's increasing over here. So we're gonna put one over here, one over there. Gotta stay fairly close. There we go. Nice, we got a boss here. Gonna do one more lightning over here. Come on. Lightning, lightning. There we go. Okay. We're gonna have to do one more over here. This will be fire. Fire, fire, fire. There we go. Will be this, this. This will be fire. There we go. Drop in that. And as you can see, for the most part, we're okay, right? Nothing particularly difficult here. So it can get much harder. So we gotta just be careful. Like things can get through here and there. So we are definitely trying to stack our towers as much as we can whenever we see them. Okay, so the bottom is somewhat clear. So we'll do a lightning tower. Come on, lightning, lightning. There we go. Because we don't want to stay too far away from here. Oop, yep, there you go. See, monster gets through. So there is one monster we are allowed to get through, right? It would be the... Okay, we gotta be careful so we don't get killed. So the one monster we're allowed to is this boss right there. The ground boss. Technically we're allowed to let him through. Not that we want to. So we will definitely try to kill him. But he is somebody that we can technically allow. Do want to get more stuff over here against him. Like fire right there. Fire, fire, fire. There we go. More meteor. Now you don't want to die. If you die, this all of this stops and they walk. They will walk at their normal speed. So gotta be real careful about it. So you can see that's the guy that can avoid us, and hopefully he's gonna die soon. Yes. And as you see, we're clearing. Right, we even have a lot of points to spare. Not that we have much to use it on, but that's the whole thing. As you see, these ground towers are just stopping us. Right, they're just not gonna move. And then we could attack now a little bit. Before we kind of attacked too early without getting our towers up, which was a little bit of a mistake because you first got to make sure that your defenses are set, right? Once all of these Sundering towers are up, they will slow them down significantly. Like, you see this guy is just stuck. Everybody, the other monsters will also get stuck behind him, which is where Meteor is even better, right? Because it forces all of them to kind of stack a little bit. Right, the only problem you might have is with the shield guys, right? There is a shield boss, right? But he's also the one that is immune to the temporal towers, right? Or the sun, or the whatever you call these things. Right? As you can see, we could kind of let him through, but there's no reason to. He's mostly stunned. He's not going to be able to get to it, even if he's so close. And even though, as you can see, he is just tanking damage. So much damage, like ridiculous. But we don't actually need to do much. Now, DPS is nice, it helps out killing him and stuff, but unnecessary. And we did it, right? Very nice. Now, a cool thing, obviously all of these bases are 86 plus. So you can check some bases, there's some cool stuff sometimes. Looks like we got some gloves. I think gloves are worth something. Anything else that we kind of want? There's Val Regalias. Always an 86 base you're looking for. Val Spirit Shield. Not that needed, but we can check it. Nope. Now you're looking for what do you call it? The Atlas. They're usually really nice to have at 86. Right? I don't know if they're guaranteed to drop here, so you can definitely check. But I definitely know like the minion helm definitely can drop here. Keep an eye out, like there's the Colossal Tower shield. Probably worth it. I'll actually pick it up because people are still doing crush and throw or whatever the build. To see anything else. Pretty hard to see. I'm just gonna ID a bunch of stuff. This hood right here, nobody wants that. So we pretty much check. It's great for looking for bases. That's not good, not good. Okay, let's open all these chests. Now, obviously, the best thing that you would want is I believe it's the amulet, the anointing amulet. Chances are you're not going to get it, so don't expect it. But as you can see, the rewards are fairly much like the regular map. So if you're doing this for profit, I don't recommend it too much. But if you're able to handle it, it's about the same, and you can kind of juice them, especially if you feel comfortable that you can, do this consistently. You can obviously juice them more than I did, particularly with taking less power damage and more on everything else. But that's personal preference. Like I said, it's not a guarantee that anything good is going to drop out of here. Let's see. Ooh. Nice. See, he's got flammability on hit. I'm pretty sure it's a Delph mod, right? Yeah, he got the Delph mod. That's a thing. Alright, so we're going to put all this away. Yeah, we actually got a tab right here. We're going to drop everything in here, and then we're going to ID it later. Right, last time I just put it into a different tab, but there was already stuff in there, so here it should be. Boom, a bunch of stuff. And a lot of stuff anyway goes into the proper tab, so have that. Okay, where you're picking up more oils. All this oil is very nice. We got some crimson. This is very nice for staining or ordinary maps. Now from ordinary maps, it has to be tier 14 and above, I believe, to have a chance of dropping the Ravage map. But again, you're just kind of doing it, and if you find it, you do. And, it's always kind of fun, a little bit harder. There's always that chance that you can get something good. None of this is these. See, using more oils. Hoping we could get that opalescent back, but it's okay. Right, oils aren't particularly expensive. I mean, they're not cheap once you start going into the silvers and golds, but opalescent's still pretty cheap. Maps. Yay, we got some maps. Always cool. And we got another crimson. Nice. Okay, so we did basically make the same. An opal and is like 3 crimson price, I believe, since crimson is the other one that gives you blighted chest, like lucky blighted chest. Go. And that's actually part of the reason why it might be worth it if you're doing it for money, to do the regular one. The regular one you can juice up, right? You can juice it up with crimsons to give you lucky blighted chests, which are super valuable. But as for these maps, you can't really do that, right? It can be very dangerous if you don't get the less movement speed and the other stuff, especially if you're most likely not able to kill them, right? The idea is you can't kill them, you let the towers do it, right? Or at least you can help the towers, but you need a lot of safety. So let's go over the rings again. So the rings here, powering range and empowering effect, you really don't need the range, but the effect is nice. The range is nice too, just to get more things under one umbrella, but it's okay if it isn't. Oh, we forgot to install that. This here, just so we forget about it. Throw all this away. Nice. I don't know how much profit, because technically there is a lot of stuff here. I don't know if how much this all is. There is a way to calculate it. I've seen that people do it, but since I don't really sell anything, not that important for me. Though this T1 Lightning Roofless on it might be just something cheap. Talismans. See, a lot of people don't like talismans, but I'm always curious about them. Like, not that they're good or anything. It's just more that they're a curious item that rolls randomly. Oh no, that's 85. So it's always fun to see what drops. And last one, Emmy. No, Emmy. Oh well. And so that's the Ravage map, right? But we didn't really do much. Near the end, we started to attack. You always, like, remember I said that it's not too bad that the map is a little bit riffy, right? Because it had some problematic mods, most because we never got into the fight too much. It is still somewhat of a problem. And the reason is because you saw that we still had to go near them once in a while. Oh, there's a lot of cast speed. So just keep an eye on that. Don't definitely try not to get like minus res or something. That's never good to have. Ooh, Quant. I doubt it's it. Quant is a rare find. Alright, let's put all of this into a random tab here. We're gonna put 5. I doubt any of this 25 is just an open tab. Oh, we forgot. Let's see. Life, attributes, resistance, block. Then taken as cold. Ooh. Okay, what about this? This is okay. So let's put the other there. I mean, again, talismans probably not selling, but because of the scourge mechanic and trying to upgrade them, they have a potential. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got plus strength, minus res, and it's 6 link. That's awesome. We're gonna go for the 3 because why not? Abyssal jewels, uniques. So if you don't like a map for when you're scourging, it's well worth it to try to replace it with a better one, especially if it doesn't have any decent supports. Obviously the best ones are like Haunted Mansion, but I like to just choose random ones. Anything that I kind of like to do here and there. Roll it, hit it, not minus, not minus. Like you feel like you shouldn't say. You don't have to say that it's minus, right? All right, this is fine. Technically, what you would want is, oh, we're gonna do one more. Is there we go. That's the mod we want, the Nemesis, or particularly the 28% more rare monsters. That's the modifier you want. Now, remember, just because we did it a little bit, it's already a Scourge map that has rewards on it, so we can just do it for completion and stuff. Still works like a regular map. So, the Blighted map done. Let's take these off. Okay. So I don't know if we should do it to 0, but we'll see. Because it's very simple on the basic one, right? Where our damage output is ridiculous. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to do some Shaper. Let's just make sure our passive is hit. Okay, yep, so I changed this one for this. Gaze into the Abyss. It has a higher chance of Shaper items and stuff like that. It's okay. So we're going to put this over here. Good. We're only going to do 1, even though I do have enough fragments for 2. Okay, so Shaper is actually not too bad on this. Just make sure you either witness the boss already for the first one, or just turn that off. I got fairly unlucky in the first one that I did, just for practice. Maven was healing. Now, there's obviously you can just counter with Frostbomb and stuff like that, but I didn't want to change my build, so I was just like brute forcing it, and it just kept on healing. It's a lot of heal. So here you just fight the monsters. Try not to use your flask, but it's okay if you do. Alright, there we go. Now the Shaper does have that initial timer where he takes very little damage, so you can't pre-stack damage. And I'm pretty sure this goes for every monster here. As you can see, it's kind of slow. So we're just gonna kill him at our own pace. We should be fine. These covered in webs make it super dangerous, but fine. Come on, come down. There you are. Oh, hey Nanya. It always seems like you gotta go. Hey Jen. Is it because it's too late? I mean, I could always try to stream a little bit earlier if the stream's just a little bit late for you. Because like my time for this, I usually start just a little bit later just so I can do my chores and stuff. Oh, you're playing League of Legends? Oh, fun. I don't remember all the terminology for League of Legends already, but there's like the different classes, right? Do you have like a specific class that you like to play a lot, or just an archetype, right? You're or lane, I believe, right, or inner or something like that. Killer, Jinx. I think that's the only character I do know. Oh, somebody tried to change their avoid me. Well, well, good luck in fighting. Is it ranked or are you just doing casual? Or are they all ranked? I don't really remember how it works anymore. Oh, PvE for now? Okay, I mean, that's cool. Well, good luck. Hopefully, strategy's going down. I was also thinking, after some of these challenges for the league are done, I'm gonna try a few different games on stream. Like before, I did Diablo after the past league finished. But maybe I should like try different games out now. While I was thinking about this, it can't be games that particularly cost money in general. Not necessarily that I can't afford it, right? I can easily buy it. The problem is more that, especially if I end up don't playing the not playing the game as much after the first try, it's not as worth it. So at least for the first few times, I would like to learn a different. Do you put battle right? I'm looking. I have no idea what battle right is. This guy is actually a super annoying boss. He drops a lot of things and he has that shield that actually deals damage. So you just gotta watch out. It's a stream game. I've never tried it. I mean, I could look into it, but like the goal for changing out games will probably be in at least 2 weeks, roughly, like that. Because I definitely want to try to finish the challenges here a little bit, and maybe continue with this boss killing series. But yeah, after that, I'll definitely be looking for a game. So like late November, early December probably time I'm gonna for. Is Battle Right a free game or is it like a? Oh wait, this Steam game, yeah, but is it like free to play? Do you have to pay for it? Is it a lot of content game? Ooh, alright, so we're fighting Shaper. Oh yeah. Because for the stream, I'm thinking that I mean, technically, any game will be fine, right? But if it just takes so long to start, I definitely won't be able to like showcase how I play it or something. Like, I was thinking something simple. Maybe I do have a Pokemon game. I don't know how I'm going to be able to stream it because it's on Nintendo or the Nintendo Switch, right? So I have to figure that out. Maybe I'll do that because there are like Nuzlocke you can do and different challenges of the sort. I mean, I watched Pokemon challenges before. They're kind of fun. I was thinking maybe of the similar sort where I not necessarily. Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'll definitely check it out after. Just in case I forget, just remind me once I start looking for free, for games, different games to play, right? Especially to stream, and I'll definitely check it out. But other than that, well, yeah. So the games that I wanted to play is just have to be something that's not particularly long, right? Like combat games would be fine. Very skill-based game. Oh, definitely sounds short. Anything that doesn't have too much of a story, definitely short. I was thinking about it, but it would literally only be for the Pokemon game. I mean, I could try it, but remember, for the first few tries of me doing a different game, I do want to avoid spending money, just because I don't know if I'll continue doing that. Right? And even though I do have the Pokemon game and Nintendo, which might be a thing I do want to stream a little bit. I forgot what it's called, the capture card or something like that. It's definitely not a cheap thing. So if I'm gonna do it, I feel like I should definitely know and want to do the stream on Switch. So as you see, he's fairly easy. He just has a few moves, right? He's got the beam. This move is super annoying, but you just stay in the orb. I try to stay in a corner just so that when he comes out, and then like he's about to shoot, right? And then you move out of it, just like that. So other than the beam, he has the slam right here. Just wait, time it, get out. I try to stay close just so that it stays in here. Then he has the orbs, and that's pretty much it other than summoning. We actually deal pretty good damage to him. Right, so sometimes he does portal to summon. Right? Here, you just run. Oh yeah, definitely. Like PvP games, I have mixed feeling about. I mean, I'll definitely just have to try it out. Because sometimes they can just be stressful. They're not only are they very team composition oriented, right? Like you have to make sure your team is good. You guys know, everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. You're versing a team that makes a mistake, or technically it's just not as good as you. But sometimes it's okay. People that are better than you, right? That's how you get better yourself. But in that regard, it is stressful, right? Because you're trying to get better and do better, right? It's still fun, but it also has an element of stress into it, right? Like in PoE, this is a little bit stressful, particularly when I do challenges, but it's short, right? That's the idea. Even though the matches can't, you can say sure it's continuous matches, right? You just keep doing more matches, and kind of pressure. Well, like I said before, it would have to be like near the end of November, early December, because that's when I'm going to be pretty much done with this league, or at least like playing it mildly. And I'll try to stream the new game, and that'll be probably definitely a game I would want. Yeah, so like near the end of November, just remind me again. I'll literally mention it on stream that next week different game, or Tuesday, Thursday different game. Oh, he's trying to get to level 6. That's what he's trying to do. I was wondering what. Oh yeah, right. I enjoyed League of Legends. Okay, I'll see you later. Yeah. All right. So we're up to the final part. In this final part, he makes clones. Right, when Shaper makes clones, you just got to keep an eye on both of them. They can't both do the same move. They each do, like the regular Shaper has his moves, but one of his moves gets transferred to the clone. Now this doesn't stay true for the Maven clone, right? If you have Maven on, the Maven clone can do whatever the clone wants, which is a bit annoying because if you get the Maven clone on Shaper, now you have regular Shaper, and as you see, he's throwing the balls, and the main Shaper is not, right? And that's kind of the gimmick. They can't do both at the same time. But yeah, with 3 Shapers on the field, it's super annoying. I did the feared ones where there was 3 Shapers constantly moving around. So as you see, we're in the corner, we move up, we move. The reason I do it diagonally is just in case wherever it lands, we can kind of dodge it. Ooh, we actually stayed too close to that. There we go. As you can see, he's just doing the balls. When the clone does the balls, it's actually the best case scenario. It's not that it's really too big of an issue if it's the reverse way. It's just a little bit more annoying because when he does the balls, he moves around too much. Right now, you saw the Shaper doesn't really do much. He's just kind of aiming at us while the clone might be attacking us, but we don't care about the clone. So we got a bottom fragment. I think that's the more expensive one. Maybe not. I mean, they're pretty much the same. And we got the Shaper glove, which is really only worth it if you're corrupting it. Normally, you would want to link it and socket it, but because of the tainted stuff, we don't need to do any of that. We're just gonna val it right up. Oh, and it's nothing. Right? These are actually very good for stacking things. I believe, like, yeah, you see the strength on it, right? It gives you intelligence. Intelligence gives you, I mean, the strength gives you ES, intelligence gives you evasion rating, and the 10 dexterity gives you melee physical damage, which is great on builds that are on the raider side, right? The shadow side of the tree, because they're going to be evasion ES anyway, and if you go for a melee version of that, like Frostblades or something, this could be really, really, or any kind of bow bell, well, not bow bell, but like any type of melee bell that stacks, like maybe dexterity with cold per frenzy charge or something like that. Really nice. Other than that, Shaper gloves are kind of cool. We got a helm here with increased effect and critical chance. That's cool. I don't know if any of it's worth it. We'll price it later. Okay, let's check this out. Oh yeah, this is our ailment casting. Oh, this is actually not bad. Look at this. This is cast speed while dual wielding, damaging ailments deal more, damage faster, like poisons for us, and it gives chaos damage over time multiplied. This is actually for us. It's literally for us. I mean, we're not dual wielding, but this is the perfect one. The reason I want cast speed is for the flame dash. The second flame dash and third flame dash are super slow. All right, so we did a Shaper. And now it's time for an Elder. I know we were kind of chatting through it, but Shaper isn't particularly difficult. So he only has a few moves. If you are scared, there's a few things you can try to buff up. Max Res helps a lot because he just has pen more than anything else. Yeah. Other than that, regen, stuff like that, very easy. Just go around him. One thing you have to be careful of, those balls that drop the ground, they never go away they go away per phase, so there's 3 phases. On the third one, they don't go away. So just try to stack them on the corner, particularly when he is doing something, right? Either portal, or he's jumping around, or some kind of mechanic where you know easily that you can quickly stop somewhere, tap the ball, make it appear, and then go back to the fight. Now, the Elder can be a little bit more tricky because the Shaper, it's just eventually he'll go down. Like, he has a lot of life, but he will go down, especially with new builds and stuff like that. He is kind of outdated in his survivability. He can be a problem if you have Maven, but as long as you don't do Maven, or you don't actually have to do Maven for him. The reason is because Uber Elder Maven is actually easier, which is surprising, but it is. It's much, much easier. Alright, so I'm going to drop this. So this first part is just pretty straightforward. He attacks. He has a swipe. He has this, right, where he drops a field. You kind of want to stay in the circle, but you don't need to stay in the circle the whole time, right? Just right when it gets big. You can just burst him here for the most part. As you see, we're just hurting him just so he goes into the next phase. He's going to do his disappearing thing. Just wait for him to disappear and then move. Because he's going to slam, and that slam is pretty deadly. Alright, so first phase. In this, you just gotta destroy the portals. I like to just drop 2 traps over here so they're both hitting. You don't need to be fast for this. Most of the time, the big thing you need to do is just keep your attention, right? Make sure that the enemies are attacking you. It can be a little bit problematic because you're trying to hit everything, and it's gonna get a little bit harder, right? It's only 2 portals now. It finishes with 4. And so yeah, so you don't need to worry about killing them. It's just we can't kill them, right? It's something we can do, especially with our sanguinate traps. For this, if you want to make it a little bit easier, you can do Frost Wall. It will literally block Shaper from being hit. I mean, you can do your same thing, but there's like a wall that you put over here. And when the wall is up, he is just not going to take any damage. And that's pretty much it. If he takes too much damage, you will fail. But what I mean by fail is even though you get to fight the Elder, you don't get the exclusive drop, right? The Watcher's Eye. Right, and even though Elder only gives a 2-statted one, it's still a Watcher's Eye, and you don't... Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that he transferred over yet. There we go. Up. We're moving a little bit all over the place. There we go. Okay, we got it. So you kind of want to kill them fast, at least 1 or 2 of these portals, and then, as you see, a little bit intermittent, so that way we can focus them down. I just drove traps on both sides. Again, the wall here is super amazing. Right, it will literally block, and then in this last phase, he's just trapped, so you just stack damage. As before, you just stay in this circle. You might want to stay in both of these circles. I'm pretty sure it's one then the other, but this way we can just keep focusing on damage. And it's very easy. Things spawn around you, and then at the end, you just go in this thing, Donna bubble. It's very easy. It's much easier than the Shaper, and yeah, we did not get the Watcher's Eye, unfortunately. Got the belt. Belt's cool too, I guess. We got the top fragment. We're gonna buy the bottom fragment, and then we'll do Uber Elder. Alright, so good. Elder items particularly are not anything great. Alright, we can easily see if they're good. Helmets are probably the best thing. But yeah, this is good, not good, not good. Let's check our belt. It is 15 attributes, 71. This is actually good. The reason is because, where is it? Catalyst? There's a catalyst here that increases attributes. And at 50%, this is actually the perfect thing to use it on. You get it up to 20, it gives you 18% attributes, which is huge because this also gives you different effects, plus 1% increased damage per 5% of the lowest attributes. And most people try to double corrupt these. Or just corrupt them. We're just going to try to double corrupt it. We do have a temple that we can use. We're going to hit this just to try to get that life in case it just nothing happens. Right? This we're probably going to put in here. I don't know if it's worth it. Alright, so we need the top fragment here. Let's give me a second. Got to open up my trade. I don't expect them to be too expensive. The reason is most people do Elder a lot. Very few people want to do Shaper. So Shaper fragments are more expensive. Even though you saw that we did the Shaper pretty quick, we could easily farm it. You can literally just run a bunch of these maps with Guardian's Aid, and then you get a bunch of well, like the maps that you get all of this, and then you have a bunch of fragments. You run all the fragments, and you get a bunch of these, which you can just sell up, and each one is like 20%, 20 chaos, I think, difference between the total here. So it's totally worth it to just do that. But as you know, we particularly don't like to sell. For me, it's all about just doing the content, right? And so I just run them. Right? It's not the efficient way. I mean, there is a chance that we can get something good, but it's just more that we can run it, right? Even if I wasn't streaming, I would be like, oh, I want to run it. So I believe it's of terror that we need. Second, I gotta sneeze, so I don't do it on stream. That was a good sneeze. Clear it out of my system. Real good. Alright, so yeah, they're like 12C. Somewhat cheap. You still got some C over here. There we go. Wow. Alright, so after, even though our belt's not particularly perfect, we will try to craft a different belt just to get a little bit more resistances. Right, our resistance is a little bit low, but just the fact that we can put a searching eye in it makes it much, much better, right? Because 8 all res, 33 life, which is added on top of this, which makes it better than any other belt. Guy gonna trade me? Yeah? Well, if he doesn't trade us, we can just search. I was actually surprised that the first person responded. Usually you just have to spam. It's not a big issue. I don't know what this guy is doing. Taking his time. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Alright, so we got this guy right here. Corrupted, that's perfect. 12C. I guess he just didn't have it. There we go. And we got the top fragment. I try to avoid trade, but we are trying to get it, right? Because we don't have the maps for the fragment, and I definitely want to make sure we get the Elder. Because today we're showing endgame content. Where's my... Oh, here it is. Alright, so... One... There we go, and let's do Uber Elder. May the luck be with us. Now, there is a challenge. I don't know if I will be able to get it, but we can try. It's already kind of gone here. Try to find it somewhere down here. Yeah, here you go. Complete the deadly encounters in style. Uber Elder without being hit by celestial spheres or the tentacle lash. Now, it should be able to do it, but you need to have a lot of control over the map. In this area, we're going to talk a little bit about it before we actually go into the fight. So let's first open it up. So it's going to look like the Shaper Arena. And then we'll see what happens. I don't know if you guys know the story, but basically Elder takes the Shaper, and then you have to fight them both. Now, in this fight, you have to take each one down 25% before you can fight the other. And every time you get both of them down to 25, you get another phase where first phase it's portals. Elder spawns a bunch of portals while a Shaper attacks. Then 50% where they're both at 50, you fight the Shaper portal where he summons minions. Shaper is invulnerable. Elder is just attacking you. And then at 25%, you do the portals again, and then after that you can kill them. Now, for this challenge, you have to first watch out for the Shaper balls. He always throws these 3 balls. They can be at different speeds. Can be tricky, especially if you don't know where Shaper is. Right, we'll try our best to keep an eye out, but it isn't an easy challenge. The harder part of this challenge is at 25%, Elder will do the Tentacle Slam. I'm not sure how that AoE works. Yeah, we can try to avoid it, but for the most part, I feel like it might just hit us accidentally just because it always kind of targets you. Right? So, but we don't necessarily need the challenge, but it's worth trying for. We might fail it in the beginning. I've done this before, and I have failed it right in the beginning, so just be warned that it's totally a possibility. Like the Shaper will just throw a bunch of stuff. So we're going to throw a bunch of traps there. There we go. Good. We're going to throw the balls at him. There we go. And see, we just got to dodge the balls out of here. Not necessarily the beam. I believe it's definitely not the beam. There we go. And then he has the shield up. There we go. Ooh. No. That was my bad. I was being an idiot for no reason. So yeah, we hit it. And as you see, the portal phase. Right. So we're still going to try to keep dodging it just so you can see. The beam doesn't matter. He does go faster at one point. Right, this actually makes it a little bit easier. Right, so you just got to keep circling him as long as you don't stay still. We kind of made a mistake. I saw the ground effect and I kind of panicked a little bit. There we go. So we're going to focus Shaper. We're going to wait for his beam and then we're going to output a bunch of damage into him. Oh, nope, he teleported. There we go. Now I do want to, you always got to kind of target him first. I don't think it's necessary, but there we go. Okay, he's got this. Now this is where it gets a little bit harder to dodge it, as you see, right? Because of the ground effect. But as you can see, even if it's a little area, ooh, that was close. Almost got us. He has that slow effect, which can be really problematic for us. Good, there we go. But now we can focus on Elder real quick. And we'll talk a little bit about their mechanics in a second. There we go, okay. So the Elder throws ice. So for this fight, if Elder's your biggest issue, all you really need is cold resistance, overcap if you can. Or cold damage mitigation, or whatever the case is. The icicles can shotgun you, so you gotta watch out for that. Shaper has his regular moves. Elder also gets now Tentacle Slam. Is super annoying, and you'll see it at the end. And we're gonna try to dodge it. It's too bad that we kind of failed it so early, but like I said, it happened before. There we go. Gonna try to focus. Nice. Okay, so the Elder is doing his slow. Drop that. We don't actually need. There we go. Now you also want to kill these things. They leave degen ground, which can easily multiply. As you saw, there was the slam. Okay. And he also has this slam coming. And this is why this challenge is a little bit annoying to do. Right, this is why I opt not to go for it. There we go. For me, the Maven one was a little bit easier. I'm going to try the Maven one too once we do Maven. There we go. We're just going to keep killing this. You don't necessarily need to kill them. It's just it helps you a lot, right? Because it gives you your flask back. There we go. And now we can kill them. Let's try to bring them closer. Oh no! We died. Oh, I forgot to change the edit, right, for the calculator. So that's right. That was our mistake. We could have easily dodged out of it because it wasn't about time to explode. I kind of wanted just to bring Shaper to Elder, which was just me trying to rush. There's no reason you have to do that. Now, another thing you could do if you feel like you want to try this challenge and you see like this problematic step, you can always just log out, right? It's not particularly fast doing it this way. There's also macros that are legal. Ooh. Oof, we ran right into that. Okay, let's focus on this guy. Now, there are people say that you should do Shaper first or Elder first. I've tried it multiple times, and it's kind of the same. It really doesn't affect anything. Come on. Where is he? Oh no, Elder and his slow. Ooh, wow, just in time. This is why I like that trap. Where is he? Oh, he's dead. Alright. I don't even see him. Oh, there he is. So it looks like Elder was dead. Now, Elder can't die until you kill Shaper anyway, so that's why it's kind of weird. Right, you can get him down. Oh, and we got it. We got it. So this is the main goal. We also got a steel ring. So we'll unveil that near the end, right? Just so you can look forward. Oh, we didn't actually check out the blue items. They're 86. Oh, none of those. Right, that way you guys stick to the end of the video. Right, check out what this eye is. Is it multi-X? Is it garbage? Well, you're gonna have to wait to find out. Let's put this eye here. I'm pretty sure unID'd eyes might actually be more expensive than indexed, so I probably need to not index them. Everything else I can ID. 86 Lapras might be something. We'll put it in the 25 for now. Reservation with totems. Ooh. Or whatever, it's interesting. Melee weapons tend not to be any good. The ring here is fine. We're just gonna drop it in here. Like I said, Elder is just such a rough thing to use. Like there can be a lot of good weapons with it, but it's just so rare. And so yeah, so that was our Elder. We have one final boss. That is the Maven. Now the Maven, the reason I say it was easier is because there's less randomness to how you're gonna mess up. But there's still a lot to go through because you have to dodge him every time, which can mess up your arena. Right? So let's do the Maven. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about the Shaper since we just did it, but we were like in the middle of it. So a few things. Let's go back in here. So the Shaper, things on the ground, just like with the minions that drop the DK ground, it can get really deadly. So try not to put it in the entrance, because even if you have Great Spirit, as soon as you get off, all of that's going to hurt you. So try to put it on the edges. Right? Now, for the rest of it, right, for the attacks, Shaper, you just got a circle. He has the beam and the balls. That's mostly it. He does have the slam. Pretty telegraphed. It's super slow when he like goes into the shadow to disappear. And as soon as he does, you can just like wait for it, and you can kind of like feel it out because it's gonna be like he appears and it makes like a distinct sound. Just dodge out of it, and that's more than enough. You can even walk out of it if you're fast enough. Now, Elder has a few really. I mean, you've already seen some of his abilities, but it can be super annoying. Elder's slow timed with Shaper is really problematic. Just stay behind him. If you're right there, you're gonna get hurt, so you gotta stay behind him, and everything will work out fine. Next, Shaper obviously has his slaps and everything. They hurt. They're melee. They're physical damage. So you should be able to survive that fairly easily if you just have any kind of health. And his projectiles. These can shotgun you. So you don't want to stay too close. It's too much of a problem, or have like good cold res. Just stay far. Circling him is an easy way to dodge him. It's very like directional, right? It's like a little arc. Let's see. Next, the tentacle slam, the one there where like tentacles appear out of the ground. You probably saw it a few times. You just gotta walk. As long as you're moving, you're not really gonna get hurt by those. I don't know if it's because it's hitting you, but not the whole thing is hitting you. If you're just standing there, it will kill you most likely. It does a lot of physical damage, I believe. Next, there is the Shaper spinning, where he spins and he drops like a bunch of things. They don't really hurt too much, but they do damage. And then he disappears, and then he slams. When he does that, as soon as he disappears, wherever you are is where he's gonna slam. So as long as you just move out of that area, he's gonna land right into it. So you could, like, if for our case, we could probably just throw traps in that spot, and he would have been fine. Now the reason this is actually easier with Maven is because Shaper doesn't clone here, right? So if she clones, she could clone only one of them, and you just have three of them at any time, right? That's fine. The other reason is Shaper has so many phases where you can't damage him, and if Maven is healing, it's a lot harder to burst him, right? Because you're relying on short windows, and if you don't burst, he goes into a phase, right? He has so many different phases. Here he doesn't. You get him 25, and that's the phase, right? And even if he heals to the top, you then get him 50. That's the phase, right? You might have to start always maybe from the top if she heals him during the invulnerable phase, but the idea is still the same, that there is nothing that stops you from just continuously phasing him, at least until she says the heal. There's no actual interruption, right? Because she also targets Elder sometimes instead of Shaper, which is another thing that can help out here. Then she does have the slowing effects, which can be a problem, but I still think 99% of the time, Maven on Uber Elder is going to be much easier than on the Shaper fight. On the regular Elder fight, super easy. I mean, most of her attacks are definitely a lot easier than the Uber Elder fight. Alright, so, yep, so we're up to the Maven, right? Okay, so Maven. Maven has several phases. It's pretty long fight, right? But nothing particularly difficult. Now, for this challenge, you just gotta avoid when she says, I forgot what it's called. Let's see where it's here. Cascade of Pain. When she says Cascade of Pain, just start moving. It's one projectile. It has a little bit of an AOE, but as long as you just move, kind of in a circle, right, around her, and you should be able to dodge it. Don't stay too close, because if you stay too close, she can just hit you, because it's less of an arc initially, or like when you're too close. So just stay away. She has a few attacks. She has her regular attack, right, which is just slamming. She goes up into the sky. She does like weird, like lines. That can't hurt if you stay into it. So just try to like stay in one part and then dodge through it, or just walk to the side to completely avoid them. Many things you can do. She also is gonna, like, if there's too many blue balls as you're gonna see on the field, she's gonna change them all to follow you, which can be a problem. She also just throws single projectile at you. There's also going to be another boss here that you can't hurt. That's going to be shooting either a huge laser across the field. That's always going to be a one shot. He's going to do 4 or 3 little blue things that drop basically slowing ground that damages, or like a DOT ground, like chill essentially. Just try to stack it in one spot. Particularly, I like to do it in the right lower corner. Most people like to do it. It's just easier visually to see the map. And just try to time it between the Cascade of Pain, just so that you don't accidentally fail it if you're trying it. And when you're doing this, also make sure that you're not standing in the ground or going towards the ground, because it can be a problem. These balls follow you, and you can accidentally fill up your whole field. Now, you do kind of get a little bit of a leeway, because as long as the phase finishes and Maven drops down again, all of them is clear. But at the last phase, when the middle thing is dead, there's no clearing the field. So for that one, you got to be kind of careful where you put it. Other than that, there is going to be a middle phase after you kill. You have to kill Maven basically several times. You kill Maven once, the big thing that shoots the lasers at you will go back to the middle, and then summon a bunch of bosses. Don't stay in the beam. You can't heal if that beam touches you at all. For us, it's particularly easy because we can just stack our traps right on top of it. Then there's also a memory game. I'm pretty sure you've heard of this. It's just Simon Says, essentially. It's not too complicated, but obviously sometimes it gets very crowded to do stuff, particularly in the last phases. Just keep an eye out. If you're about to fail and you're like, this is hardcore, you can just log out, right? You're probably used to it if you're up to Maven. Other than that, if you start to fail, you're gonna die, but you come back and the thing is still growing if you died before then, right? Like for whatever reason, just wait it out, wait the grace period so the thing finishes the explosion, because that explosion will kill you. I think it's a guaranteed hit. I don't know if it's survivable. If it is, it's a lot of mitigation. So it's going to be hard to tell if we're actually going to get the Cascade of Pain, but we'll do it a few times. We're just passively going to try to avoid it, since we don't. Alright, now in here, you might be tempted to stack your damage, but don't. She's going to teleport. No, that was from last time. I didn't change it. So we're gonna run these balls. You just touch them, they disappear. Alright, as you see, Cascade of Pain, right? There you go. I believe she does 4 of them. And those are the blue orbs, and we kind of messed it up already. But yeah. It's kind of hard to stack damage on her because she moves around so much. Ooh. And as you see, we just have to move. As long as we're moving, super easy. There we go. And we drop the blue balls on the same thing. There you go. She does the stand still. This is actually the best time to target her. Okay, she's probably going to do the Cascade of Pain soon. Oh, nope. Yeah, this is the other phase when there's too many of them. Okay, stand still. Perfect time. Cascade of Pain, as you saw. There you go. Easy dodge. It's not particularly hard, but it gets much harder in the later phases, and you will see why. Ooh, the balls, don't like them. Alright, we just stand here, drop them. Oh, didn't even hear. I just heard the pain part. Come on. Almost dead. There we go, that's what I want to see. Nice, dead. Alright, now you just go into these side areas. Okay, it explodes. Boom, it clears the field of the balls, but there's still the degen. And this is where it's easy. You just gotta target this middle part. At first I didn't know what you have to do, but yeah. And there's bosses around. They are not with their full health and stuff, so they're definitely weaker, so you don't need to worry about that being like, extremely difficult, but they are some rippy bosses. So. And the ground disappeared. Now this is where the memory game starts. During the memory game, you don't need to worry about her hitting, but obviously anything on the ground or things happening will. First one's gonna be 3. 1, 2, 3. It's just a circle. Try to stay on the outer edge if you can, just because as you see that thing is growing. You hit it. Oh, we missed the trap. Oh, cascade of pain. Oh, we almost got hit by that. Nice. So let's hit that. Where'd you go? Okay. And we got hit. We definitely got hit on that one. As you see, we did the very thing that we said we weren't supposed to do, and that was to walk into the blue thing, but there was that beam. That beam was going to kill us, so we kind of made the wrong decision. But as you see, it's still dodgeable, right? Oh, we definitely didn't dodge it. Yeah, because that beam is one hit kill. Like, for when I did this challenge, I died several times, mostly because I didn't want to fail it. Nice. Okay. So it's there. It's gonna be 3, 4. Okay, it's now a little bit higher, yeah, because it's next phase. Hopefully I got it. And there you go. Man, I gotta sneeze. Perfect. As you see, it just lines up very nicely. Cascade of pain. So this is why you don't want to stand close. As you saw, one of those hit us. Right, so you want to cycle in front of her, and that beam is a one-hit kill. Does her thing. All of that hurts. Now these things actually speed up if you don't proc them. There you go, proc. Boom. That's phase 2. So yeah, we already failed it. I was hoping that we wouldn't, but we already got the challenge. It's somewhat you have to think about it. But yeah, the death counter was because that was from last time. I forgot to take it off. Now you don't want to stay in those beams. Yeah, you would just die. So you want to make sure you leave. So yeah, as you see, they're definitely weaker bosses. They're obviously also bosses with no phases. So bosses that used to be a problem. Oh, yeah. So that's another ability it has. I don't even know if that deals a lot of damage, to be honest, because I've actually stood in that, and it just didn't hurt. So I'm unclear just how much damage that thing does. Alright, so that's a circle, back, and back. Okay. Circle, back, right? You need somewhat of a memory. Right? Try not to be a goldfish for it, and you should be fine. I mean, I know you can't try not to be a goldfish if you're a goldfish, but we're assuming that you're not a goldfish. If you're a goldfish, then you're just gonna have to save and quit. Ooh. Cascade of pain, right? You saw that, we just dodged out of there. Obviously we already failed it, but you know. Still nice to get more practice. Wow. Alright, so for the next one we're actually gonna show how those things speed up. Push. There you go. So don't stay close. We don't have to stay close, it's just I really want to get that wither proc just to speed up this fight a little. Right, you would normally just stay away. Go. So watch. You see, it starts to speed up. There we go. Alright, I hope we got up circle, back. Okay, so it's... There we go, okay. Come on. I think we got... Oh. Yeah, where are you, maybe? This is calling strike against her is super nice because she just has a lot of life. There we go. Obviously, if you just deal a lot of damage, you don't care, but even with like this build deals a lot of damage, and it's still hard, most because maybe it doesn't stand still, which is a little bit annoying. But this part's super fun, right? Because we just have to stand here and kill it. Now, this is where it gets hard. You have to do basically everything again, but now the beams are sideways. Oh, we totally missed that talking it. She has now 2 abilities. She has the fire, and obviously she's got these tentacles. Well, technically this is not her ability, but you can say it is. Right? So all of this, if you touch it, you can't heal. So try not to touch it. There used to be a challenge to do the Maven fight without being touched by these, so I'm okay at it. But now you see we have to do the memory game. Okay, so that's circle. This is actually the worst one. You don't want double circle because it's a little bit hard to run all of it. Oh no, we made it, but we had to die for it. Well, now you see why that's the worst. Normally we would just leave, but I was trying. Okay, there we go. That's 2 on the death counter. We technically succeeded the Maven fight, but not. I mean, we succeeded the memory game. Come on. Hit. There we go. And Cascade Fans, you see it's still the same mechanic. You just have to always keep an eye on these orbs now. Now, one thing you have to just note about them is these parts, the edges, I don't think they count as part of it, so you can actually touch them. So you have a lot of leeway. Like you don't need to worry that it has to be so perfect. It has to be just close enough, and the game will kind of let you off the hook. Okay, let's see. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Oh, this is the best one. Right? Because all we gotta do is this. See? Okay, she stays in the middle. It's kind of annoying when she's in the middle because it's definitely not going to stay there for long, but I have to proc my traps into her anyway. Cascade of Pain. Don't get near her for that. Yeah, as you see how... Now that fire thing just basically ignites you. It doesn't actually deal a lot of damage, so you don't need to worry too much. There we go. As you see, we're really not hitting the sides too much, and that's kind of what you want. Cascade of Pain, you see, just move away, essentially. Don't move towards. Move away, and you should be able to easily clear it. Go, so that's tips and tricks. It might take a few tries, right? Like I said, it's just easier than the other one. It's not necessarily easy, it's just easier. There we go. Now, as you saw for the lines, right? To dodge them, all I had to do was just move a little bit to the side, and that was more than enough. Alright, so there's another memory game. Okay, up, circle, back, okay, up. Alright, that's actually okay. Not the best, but it's not the worst. Oh, where'd you go? Fireball, super easy to dodge. Come on. Now, calling strike, this is about the time for it. Come on. Come on. And Cascade of Pain with that. Yeah, we did it. Right? Kind of easy. Not too bad. We didn't get the Helm or the Maven or... But that was the Maven fight. There's not really a lot you want from it. The Helm is kind of nice, but it's really just the Maven orb. These things are pretty garbage. I mean, there is some use for the belts, but it's just a tough slot. And there you have it. That was the Maven fight. We also have, obviously, the Baron right here. We could probably do it next. Let's see. Is there any other content? I mean, we can do this, but regular at series just gonna melt before you guys will even see any mechanics. Oh, right, we have to reveal some stuff. Okay, so first things I'm gonna reveal is the diff. 40 of them. The best way to reveal them, you just go to an area. Particularly my favorite place is just to go to the Blood Aqueduct. It has a lot of memories. You get real close and you start dropping them and you listen for the sound. Okay, you get real into your character. Let's see, there. Oh, here's our character. And then you just drop. And you're looking for the swing. And not that it's common, right? We only have 40, so we might maybe get a red. Oh, we got to move a little bit to the side because it just fills up the area. This is the one downside of this. Now you could do this in your bestiary. I think that might be a great place. Most people do it in other parts, like Delve. Oh, and we didn't get anything particularly good. I actually like this. Arrogance of the Veil. Uber Elder Fragment. Nice. Not sure why they didn't swing, but still nice. Desperate. Oh, this Prism Guardian. Ooh. Not bad stuff. And we obviously have diff cards, so we're gonna check it out. And yeah, just quick, we dropped it. Nothing great, to be honest, right? But some cool stuff. That the problem with stack decks is most of the time if you find something good, it's just for the selling because you're not gonna get a whole stack, right? These things you're gonna get a whole stack of, but everything else not so much. So let's quickly trade these, and then we're gonna reveal the Elder Eye, right? Since you guys stayed and watched all the way till the end, right? Because it's about the end for us. Since we gotta go and do some stuff. So let's quickly ID all this. I very much like all of these alteration diff cards. Kind of cool. They help us out. We like the spam alteration. Okay, we're gonna save that for the last. Currency. I actually got exalts out of that once, but it's super rare. People say you could get mirrors. Mirror arrow, of course it is. Okay, not need it. Don't need that. Nice. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we got this Uber Elder Eye. Taking opets. Let's see. Anybody know what this will be? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it terrible? And I can definitely saying it's not great because it's highly unlikely. I think I only got one really good Uber Elder Eye. It sold for like 200x most of the time. Like the one that sold for 200x, I did a lot of runs. I had like 9 of these. Most of the time, it's just not worth it. You can actually sell these unID'd and you will make more profit. Right? The idea is if this drops, you sell it unID'd and you'll definitely make profit over it. The thing is, it's just there's a rate for them to drop, which you would then have to calculate. Like it should make a profit most of the time, especially if you get a little bit lucky. Let's see. Ready? Is this the lucky one here? Let's take from this batch. There's 40, so 1, 2. No, we took out 40. There you go. This is gonna be the 200. 24.99. There you go. That's the one that finishes into the 500. I see it. I didn't even see it. Link it. Way. And wah! No! It's not great. Critical strike multiplier while affected by precision. Unfortunate. Brace. I mean, you don't really care about being hit on grace, especially since we're Saboteur, so we can't really use it even though we have grace. And unaffected by frostbite. This only really helps you if you are actually able to like self-curse or you're expecting their map to be frostbite, I guess. It's super unlikely. I think this is like an X in its current form. It's not even an X. We'll say 60C. There it is. Put it for 60C. That sucks. We did make this item, which is actually a pretty cool item. I don't know if it's gonna sell. I mean, I'll probably drop the price multiple times on this, but it is a cool item. We'll see if it sells for 60. If it, whatever. This is a cool item because it's raise all specters, and we got increased movement speed. Cannot be chilled. They're super strong. We have to craft for life, but it does have T1 chaos and a T1 light res. You could technically move the life and well, actually you can't now, right? Because the suffixes are actually set. So all you would need if you really wanted to do something with the like, exalt life, you can totally do it. It might be an expensive craft from here, but you can totally do something like just exalt it, right? And hope that you get something good. If you miss it, what you would do then is suffixes cannot be changed. Then you would try to roll the movement speed again with Ashling, or you're going to do just re-roll, and then once you get a good mod, you can do suffixes cannot get life, and a bad mod, you're hoping for an open prefix, you do suffix change, then Ashling, right? Or yeah, obviously the cheaper way is just to do the veiled chaos way, right? Suffixes can be changed, veiled chaos, and then just craft the life or try to exalt the life again, right? But the idea is the movement speed is pretty much guaranteed, so the suffixes were the hard part here. So hoping it sells. We also got this pretty cool ring. Got this pretty good ring too. I'm not sure for what, but it has T1 cold res, 15 all res, 20% increase cold, T1 fire, T1 physical damage with attacks. All of it's T1. And then we crafted on elemental damage with attack skills because I feel like that's probably the thing you want to craft, right? You're doing phys damage to attacks and increased cold damage. It doesn't have to be elemental, something, physical. Cold damage, probably craft. And yeah, well, that wraps it up. Unfortunately, nothing great out of here, but it looks like we burned all our big luck from last time. Now, I think I have an idea why. It's not necessarily that we had streamer luck. I think we had beginner's luck. Not necessarily that I'm new beginner to the game, but I was beginner in the sense that I was showing off different content and like in the new build, the new thing. So it's a lot of new things that can go into the series. And they can kind of state that it was beginner because I'm streaming that for the first time like that. So here, I mean, even though the bossing part is new, it's still a stream at this point, I guess. Well, that's my only guess that it's beginner's luck because beginner's luck is a thing. It exists. I've seen people have it. It always screws me over because for some reason it rarely thinks I'm a beginner. Like sometimes I am a beginner, but my luck is the weirdest luck. I'm lucky in the worst possible way. Because let's say, okay, so a perfect example would be like, let's say I need this armor. It's a better armor. The anoints, the enchants and everything. I mean, the corruptions, the all res, physical, awesome enchants. But it is my luck that this armor double corrupted because I can make a better armor, but it's not going to be much harder to replace this one because I need to hit like something like +2 to trap or duration gems or something like that to make it worth it, which is highly unlikely. Right? So that's it. It's like I'm lucky in the unluckiest way because it gives me an item that is totally nice, but makes the next upgrade just so hard to do because it's a very defensive armor. It's not actually even as defensive as I can get it. Right? Its life is only tier 3. Resistances are mediocre. The thing that saves it is just the physical damage from. Right? It was just an armor that I just hit. Before we go, you know what we can try to do, right? We can double corrupt this belt. Right? We can see what we hit. And it's unlikely to be. Like double corruptions are pretty rough. But we do have one. We do have one. The only problem is that double corrupt also comes with. Oh, actually it doesn't. Okay, perfect. We can do this one. Alright, so we're gonna do this one. I don't remember the other ones, but it's just the locust there. We're gonna take the belt. Is it? Add it. Right. Now, most people wouldn't double corrupt it. It's the riskier option, right? But I like to do challenge. Happen. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it poofs. Let's be honest, it probably poofs. Or I guess my luck, it would probably just turn yellow. That's really what happened. Okay, let's see what this is. Bad, I believe. Or actually, no, it's recover life and mana. I guess that's good. Good, so let's say this is an 83. We're gonna just kill all this. We're gonna check out the temple once we get closer. Now it's kind of worth killing all of this. I like, always nice to kill all the monsters. So let's check out the temple. Okay, Sanctity. Okay, so we got the Locust Corruption very quick. Sanctum here. This is a very nice. We got that Ziri. Nice. So this is actually perfect. We can actually showcase that Ziri. The way I'm thinking of going at it, just so that we leave the Locust Corruption for last, is I'm going to go up here to the Sadist Den, go up to the cellar, to the jewelry, to Atsuwaddle, come down the Hurricane, Toxic, go into Sanctum, House of Offering, come here, and then go back up here, and then finish with the Locust. I know it's a long way around, but I want to save it for the last, right? Because, I mean, I know I was kind of trying to finish it off, but I do want to do this before I finish. Go. So this is always nice. They updated this temple. It actually is a lot of monsters now, right? As you can see, there's also supposedly better rewards. We also got the +1 temple in here, +1 level of item drops. I believe that could go up to 2 if we got one of the rooms. I'm going to show you which one it is. We got this room to 3, right? This exact room that we're in. We only got it to 2, so it only increases by 1, but that's more than enough. Yeah. There you go. We're going to keep killing. One of these bosses is super annoying. Not boss, monster types. And they're always here. It's the ones that disappear as a ghost. There you go. There's ghosts. Oh. Now, you might be asking, why are we circling it? I kind of want the ghosts to go inside that guy. Right, okay, so might as well try and get out of it. Make him tough. Ring, iron ring, good. Any more? Any more ghosts? No, I think that was the last ghost. Oh no, there's one more right here. Go. Go. No, where are you going? No, no, dude, where are you going? There was this. The guy was down there. Why would you go up there? Whatever. He has 3 in him. That's cool. Now, for the Torment Temple, this affects the boss by making him possessed, which can be deadly. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Let's grab a ring. Check this out. Nope. Alright, so now we're just gonna go up. Now, there's also recipes that you can get. I think we got every recipe that we could out of this temple. Well, like, just generally from temples. So I don't think there's gonna be much point to doing any of that. But, you know, you always can keep an eye out. Okay, there we go. These poison things also drop items. They're not just deal poison damage to you. So it's kind of worth it to walk through them. There we go. We walk through. This is jewelry. This is good money always. Or alterations. Oh wait, no. What? We accidentally went. No, we went the wrong way. I want to save this for that. That way we make the circle, right? Like OCD. Gotta make sure things work the way they should, right? In the right order, in the right line. So we gotta do this one first. There we go. That's the right one. There's a ghost here. So yeah, so that temple, as you see there, all of these architects are possessed by a ghost. It's just what it does. It's not necessarily a great thing to have, right? Because it makes everything just deadlier without much rewards, to be honest. I think that might be the next thing that they're removing, right? Because they're always now saying that there's going to be a league that they might be removing, right? Because they did that to Talisman, right? Talismans exist, but the Talisman League, Parandis, gone. Maybe ghosts will be in a similar position, or maybe prophecies. I mean, there's so many different things to be affected. Okay, so let's go up and fight the boss. Always drop a portal before you go into the boss room, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, I disconnect all the time. My cat apparently has started a bad habit of stepping on the power button. So, yeah, always got to keep an eye on that. So, portals. You can have it on depth. But for me, just dropping it is more than enough. As you can see, super possessed. He has the firing beam here, right? That can hurt. The biggest problem with him would be his lightning wave. I don't know if we're gonna see it, mostly because I'm dealing a lot of damage to him. During this phase, you know, you just kill him. All of this just gives him energy shield. It doesn't actually heal him, especially if you have chaos damage. It's not a problem at all. He has the lasers, the fire lasers, the lightning lasers, but the biggest one is when he like kind of just shoots up. Let's see if we can. Here, we're gonna stop attacking him. Oh, I was trying to stop him, but He then shoots out blue waves. It's literally the most. Wow, we got Vial of Transcendent. That's good. It's not too expensive anymore, but it's the thing that gives you the Transcendent Jewels. Oh, I mean, that was okay. Let's see what this is. Chaos. No, this is pretty garbage. Jacket. Life. That's all it has. Just life. And this one also has the life. And pretty bad. Yeah, this is not a particularly great drop from the boss. You could pick it up and sell it. But since we're trying to move, we're gonna just keep going. There we go. Yeah, so that's the boss fight. The waves are just the worst thing. What you can do is you just portal out of there, and just come back and wait the grace period. That'll probably be the best way to fight it. You can dodge them. You just gotta stay far away from it, and you should have an easy time dodging the waves. But it still hurts a lot. Like it might just be lightning damage, but it's like a lot of lightning. Oh, yeah, this is the hurricane. I'm not sure why we're clearing it here, but whatever, we're already clearing it. Nice. Yeah, now we gotta go to the toxic. Now we're doing the toxic. So in the toxic, it's gonna be an item. Let's see what items we get from it. There be poison or chaos related items. Like most of the time, they're not worth it, but sometimes the items can be. Right, that's the whole idea, because it's temple mods. Temple mods are pretty strong, as you saw. Even though the armors were bad, the temple mods is nice. Right? We'll check them later. For now, just gonna grab them. The temple mod for life is one of the best ones. Right? It gives you increased life and flat life as one modifier. So what that means is you can add 2 more prefixes. Right? Which in a sense means that, let's imagine we have this armor. We have the same exact armor, except our life is T1 life, or T2, like roughly, and it has increased life, right? So just so much better. It's definitely harder to make the armor, but other than that, it's fine. Now, the boss actually drops items based on what rooms you have unlocked, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. So as you notice, we have the toxic room, and we have the life room right here, right? That's why the boss even dropped 2 armors with the temple life mod. So we're gonna get more life mods. Go put this away. Let's go check it out. And so as you saw, 2 armors dropped. They're definitely gonna have some for a version of the life mod. I think there's only one type, but others. This is bad. I mean, yeah, this is amulet's pretty cool too, right? Max ES with flat ES as well. The ring is terrible though. And this is terrible. Okay, let's sell the rest of this stuff. There we go. Let's see, anything good? Nope. 21% increase max ES. This was actually one of the cool talisman thing. It gives you 21% increased mana. That's a lot of mana. A lot of people tend to go for things like that if they're stacking, trying to build it up. Like an end game thing. There's a June mission that converts your current amulet into a talisman, and you have a chance of making it. So let's quickly just hog these, regal it, crash. That's unfortunate. File in here. Boom. Alright, that's basically the most you can do with this. Some people are looking for the bases. You can start to craft with these blue items, but for me, neither of those items look like something I want to continue crafting. So just regaling it, maybe seeing if it got better. If it got better, then maybe I would do something about it. But if it didn't, like it, as you saw, it didn't. There's just no point in trying anything. So let's continue. We're now going to go to the House of Offering. This is where it's Breach. Right, it's going to be a lot of Breach. I kind of wish the mechanic worked here, the Scourge mechanic. But it's going to be cool anyway, right? There's 3 breaches. We got it to the max. Going to pick up the items at the end. I mean, you could try to pick them up now, but you're going to just need to pick them up after anyway. Make sure you press all the hands. It's sometimes hard to see which hand is what. Right, like I'm pretty sure that's... Now, it's the rare monsters you technically want to be going for. Or the bosses if you see them. They're the ones that drop the splinters. Right, there we go. Off. Next one. Or oh, we got a Chayula in there. Cool. Now the layout here is pretty bad, to be honest. You can't just like go across very easily. But it's still okay, right? You can just circle. Drop our seismic trap. There we go. Press all of this. And last one. Good. This is a good stack of breach ring. This is Unathol. Right there. Rare guy right there. Rares, I don't see any. Oh, there's a rare right there. What am I doing? Oh no! Didn't kill him? I thought it would kill him, but... Okay. So now we can pick up all the items. Alright, we got a few splinters here and there of various kinds. Sometimes you can get a boss out of it, which is cool, right? That's 3 chances for a boss. I actually once got the Chayula boss here. It's not necessarily going to drop any more items here. Oh, that's just... But it's, you know, still Chayula boss. Stacks. Breach rings. We actually got 2 Chayula splinters. Very nice. Okay, let's pick this breach ring up. Another one that's 3 breach rings. We're way on the way. I think we only need like 9 now. We're pretty close to getting all of them. Alright, so next we move down for Adziri. So let's talk about Adziri before we go fight her. Alright, so we were planning to do Uber Adziri. This Adziri might die quickly, so we're just going to talk about it just before we start the fight. There is a challenge for Stormcall. I don't know if it works with this one because I'm pretty sure you need Uber Adziri for it. This one does not count as Uber, the plain one. She has several abilities. The biggest one that you have to watch out for is like a flame circle that appears. Yeah, it has like 2-3 second timer on it, and it just pops. Like you get used to how far it can expand, but it's pretty fast. Definitely want to dodge it. She does it pretty often. Now there's a bigger version of that where she does 2 big ones, but super easy to dodge. You just run to a corner, very easy. Another ability she does is Storm Call, where like little circles drop, and they have a timer on them, and like once she fills up the maximum amount of them. Or not a timer, there's a limit, so once she gets to the limit, they pop, and they just hit all with lightning, they can stack on you. The challenge this league is not to get hit by them in Uber. Not particularly difficult. Then there's the yellow versions of those. Those pop if you touch them. So you don't want to touch them at all. Like they have some kind of timer on them, so if you're on it, when it appears, you're hurt by it, and it pops right there, and then there's a final pop, kind of. Then she kind of just throws projectiles at you for the most part, right? Nothing too crazy. She has phases at every 25%, where she summons clones. They reflect damage. The one with the purple glove is probably the one that you want, or the bracelet. That's the one that doesn't reflect, but if your damage is area, you might need something that prevents reflect. If you have chaos damage, you have nothing to worry about. If you're trap or totem, anything that doesn't make it so that damage is reflected. Now, she also reflects curses. So whatever curses you're using, it might be a problem with Bane, right? If you're using Temple Chains, Enfeeble, all of that's now just hitting back at you. There's also another part of the phase where she kind of just puts a barrier around her and minions start to walk to her. Just kill all of them. They start to heal her. Actually, in a temple, to be honest, I got a really bad one. So you see that it actually is right now happening again. That ground effect can affect her. So it can spawn on top of her. So as you watch this. It's going to pop, and she heals. I hate that. Right? I mean, granted, we do a lot of damage, so it's not too big of a problem, but this exact thing happened before. And back when she was, I believe, stronger, because she's now weaker, it was a problem, because she just kept healing and healing and healing. Okay, we're going to try to burst her down to the 50. I don't know if she actually goes into the phases here, to be honest. I don't remember. Yeah, okay, so she does. Yeah, so she disappears. You look for the purple glove. I can't really see in this light. Where is it? There's the purple glove. Alright, we'll try to see it next time to show you. Alright, it was kind of hard to see it. Oh, as you saw, the fire really hurts. This is plain Adziri too. So, gotta be right. Okay, so purple glove. There it is. You see it right there? There's a purple glove. She's the one that also does the fire thing, so watching her hand will tell you when it's about to spawn. Oh, we're gonna hit the theory. Bow to your queen. And she went into this phase. She's probably gonna heal again. You can't kill her until she does all her phases, so the next one we should be able to kill her. But as you see, she's just regenerating all of it. It's super annoying if you're a slow build, because I did this on ED Contagion, which isn't a boss killer, so taking her down, you see she's back to full. This is the second one, it's actually very nice for killing everything. I don't need to actually aim. So I'm gonna start putting things down. There we go. Oh wow, she went into it. Okay. I mean, again, we don't care because we're Trapper. And this is the purple one right here. Right? Anything that means that you're not doing the actual killing. The big one, you just stay out of it. Kind of got to kill her before she goes into that bubble again. Alright, we got the belt. I think the boots is the most valuable from regular at, oh no, regular at 0. Yeah, regular at 0 I think drops the boots. So it's the most valuable thing from her. Okay, let's kill this guy right here, the oil architect. And we're gonna go for the finale. The disappearing belt, a magic trick. And let's kill this guy. It's also good for experience, right? This is a level 83 zone. You could technically get it to 86 if you just did even just one alpha at a high level map, which you can do with unique watchstones and stuff like that, getting the aerial up to 85, 86 even. And then this temple will also be 86, which could be cool for base farming, not necessarily the Atlas ones, but just the regular ones. Just to get up. Okay, let's kill it. We're gonna clear this out a little bit. Right, it's the final one anyway. Oh yeah, so we were talking about the disappearing guys. Let's see if we can find them. Yeah, I don't see them. Oh, we got that. But you guys see them. The ghosts with the daggers, super annoying guys. I don't like them. They disappear. Bravo. Another ghost over here trying to mess with us, but we got him. Okay, we're gonna go over here and kill this. The Seeker. Ooh, that's a Nomen. Oh, it's looking for Nomen. Okay, so for the finale, let's make sure we hit the belt. So let's move this way. Oh yeah, so let's check out these armors. So as you see, we have the armors again. One is okay, I guess, because it has the in, but other than that, it doesn't have much. It has an open prefix. We'll try to sell that one. This is garbage. It only has that mod on it. Not even one. Alright. I mean, I guess we could sell it. Whatever. So, all you gotta do is take this. A lot of people do superstitious stuff like dropping salts, drop around. They do this on headhunters and like big ticket items to get the really big ticket item. This is not necessarily a big ticket item, but we really don't have anything else to use it on, right? Have it. You could sell them, right? Especially since you can chronicle them. I do think they're a lot cheaper now because you can chronicle them, and a lot more people are selling them. But like this temple had a lot of different stuff that could have been kind of good, right? The breaches, all of this, the poison, uh, jewelry, all of this kind of adds up. So yeah, press it. You guys ready? Yeah, I'm hoping to. Oh wow, it actually hit a double cross, and it hit the best one. I mean, the percentage sucks, but dexterity and hatred, that's gotta be the top one, right? Can't believe we hit it. We hit a double corrupt on an actual good item. That is crazy. I don't know how much this is worth, but that's your reward, guys. You get to see the double corrupt. Yeah, I did it. No, I'm thinking this. I don't know what Bill. Well, I guess like dexterity stackers, right? This would be a perfect thing because I'm assuming they're also using hatred anyway. So this would be super effective for them. They would like stack the dexterity and then stack the hatred because they're also probably stacking dexterity with flat cold, right? So then we're gonna try to stack more cold, right? I gotta read how hatred is read. Second, hatred, PoE. Oh no, hatred is physical as extra cold, so maybe not as much, but it's still possible, right? You'd still probably doing a lot of physical or converting right? So it's still probably good. At the very least, that's not the stat that's most important. It's the increased dexterity. I am curious how much it is, so we're gonna look it up. First, we gotta go into safety. Gonna sell some stuff. So this is the only item that we're gonna price check today. That is a rare hit. That is definitely pretty crazy. Which one do we want? Oh yeah, we're keeping this one.
See you soon.
Drop it here, I guess. Here. And as you see, we're almost got enough rings for. It's 60 rings for the weird armor. I forgot what it's called. It's like a plate of some kind. We're just doing it not necessarily because we need it, just to see what happens. They're all kind of like 80 rings, so the item level should be fine. Let's put everything else away. Alright, so we did get something really nice. Got this. I think again, maybe this is beginner's luck, right? Because this is the first time I'm fouling or double corrupting on stream. So let's price check this. Take out our thing. I'm gonna have to change the Discord so you guys can see it. Second. Go. Okay, let me. Okay. How do I do that? There you go. I press. Not the full screen. Or maybe no. I just display monitor, right? Yeah, there you go. All right, so you guys should be able to see it. This is just a trade site, right? So it's Cyclopean belt. We're just gonna search it just so we can get the stats. Gonna hit it. Now we're gonna remove the life. It has 18% attributes, and the life is 70. We're gonna first search just based on that. Right, we got a few of them here, right? They're like 70 C, right, for the 18%. But let's see how much it is with the increase. We're gonna search it independently. We're gonna search 2 months. We're gonna 30 and increased strength. Now you could technically have like the awakened PoE and stuff. Totally works, but we're gonna just do it old school just so you guys can see. Ooh, one item, 15.5 exalt, and it doesn't even have the hatred mod. It's about the same as ours, right? 70 life. Let's take off the life mod and see what happens. Maybe there is. Nope, it's just one. Let's see offline. Any. No, it's just one. It's just that one guy. So I guess we'll price it at 15x and see what happens. I am totally happy with 15x. Like I only have 10, so 15 is double. That more than double. I had 15. I was making the belt and everything. That's kind of double. So I'm gonna let's put it in a tab. Hoping this sells, but like these kind of items are really tough to sell because they're very specific. There we go. We're gonna put it here. 15x. See if anybody bites. We're gonna slowly lower it. If I get any kind of exalts out of this, it's gonna be worth it, right? Because you gotta assume the Val Temple at most an exalt. I don't even think it's anywhere close to it, but fine, an exalt for the temple. The belt, cheap, pretty much garbage. I mean, I guess perfect rolls can be up, but as you saw, 70 resist, 18 increased life was like 70 C, 80 C, right? So that's like 2 exalts. So if we can get more than 2 exalts, we made profit easily. So 15 exalts is definitely pushing it. I don't want it to stay up forever. So we're going to slowly drop it, maybe like every day by an exalt or 2, or a couple of hours, like whenever I'm on it. Next day I'm like 12. Fine. But yeah, that's about it. There is another item I do kind of want to check what's going to happen to it. Is this one, but we're going to scourge this one instead. So we were scourging this Carapis. I'm terrible at pronouncing it. We're just gonna keep going. Very generic. I mean, strength is nice, right? Because it gives us more strength, right? That's more life. But I don't know. I think we can keep going, even if it messes it up. It's actually pretty good. It's 120 life, and it's just 6 links. Yeah. We also have a tabula here. Nothing great on it so far. And yeah, that's it. Slowly, we just need one more point here. We're almost there, and then we got all of this, and then we're gonna go for Golden Blood. This is basically just a free exalt on certain items that have an open slot, and yeah, and then gonna go for these to try to finish up. I mean, it's a lot of levels. Each level takes forever. It's like getting to 100 again. Yeah, so we did a bunch of different boss killing. There is still Uberlab, right? So that may be something I'll do next time. Also, I might try to do some crafting to try to upgrade some of my gear here and there. So we'll try to demonstrate that. Let's see, is there any other type of boss content we didn't do? I mean, we didn't do the Feared, right? Oh, we can do the Forgotten, right? Have this, the Forgotten. So I'll try to get the maps by Thursday. I think I'll just have to buy them. There's almost no chance that I will find them. I already did one, but I'll get the other three. They're not nowhere near as expensive as the Cortex, but they're still expensive. For this, I might convert into this node right here, into synthetic source, and maybe even vivid memories. This is mostly a trash one. This one is okay. It's not necessary, obviously, but we might as well try it. So we'll just probably unspec out of this, go into here, and then when we come back, we'll just back in here, and then go to here and just hold 2 points for wherever we need. Yeah, so I think the Forgotten. So yeah, so Thursday is going to be the Forgotten and the Uber Lab. Hopefully, it's going to be a good day for Uber Lab because it's terrible, but Uber Lab. And yeah, I think we're running out of content to show. Right, that's all the bosses. I want to see if I can find a Delph boss maybe for you guys, but I don't even have a city. I might have had a city like way up there for like. And you see, there's just no city. We're not too deep, but we're not shallow either, right? We're 195. We're almost at the challenge, which is 50. So if we find a boss, we'll show it. Hopefully it is a Uul, because I haven't fought them in a while. So yeah, we also got to check out this node. Always cool. These nodes are all very nice. I got some cool fossils. They changed them up now. Like, where is it? Like this, the glyphic fossil. This gives you corrupted essence modifier, right? This allows you to get one of the big essence modifiers that are like this, right? The corrupted ones, like essence of horror. Plus, you can then edit the rest of the mods on the item, which is really really cool. Then the other one I got was this, the Tangle Fossils. I'm not exactly sure what it means. I guess it's just access of random fossil, and you just don't know until you put it in an item. And obviously, we also got a Gilded. This is just for style points. Yeah, and we also got a Resonator and stuff like that. So, yeah, I look forward to that on Thursday. Coming. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned. If you have any questions, obviously, any bosses, any more tips, any kind of things, I'll try to help you out. I mean, I know my build does very high damage against bosses, but most of the mechanics you can easily avoid, even if you don't have a lot of damage. Mostly it's about the defensive side, not the offensive. The offensive side is only important if Maven's watching a lot of this stuff, because she heals. Other than that, they're all okay to deal with, even if it takes longer. Yeah, thanks for coming, as always. Our sign-off line, always keep moving, and have a good night.